So earlier this month, I asked everybody on my community tab, what group can you not stand musically? Like, what K-pop group can you just not listen to on a musical level? And apparently there's a lot of groups that I love that you all can't stand. So I don't know how well these videos go each month and why you guys are here watching them, but hey, shout out to y'all sitting through these. But yeah, that was a really interesting post. Go check out those results. Everyone's really respectful. That was awesome. But hey, if you're new to this series, I have the rules on the screen right now. This is what I go by. This is how it works. Please put your favorites from May down in the comments because I was kind of out of K-pop in May. So let me know what you guys were listening to this month. And we're going to dive into this.
I know you miss me, I'm crazy now.
So if you don't know, this is a cover of a Finkel, which is a Gen 1 group song called Now. And ONEUS did really good. I'm not a huge Gen 1 fan. I don't listen to much Gen 1 at all. But this cover of Now, it just like encapsulated what Finkel did perfectly. And ONEUS like put their own twist on it. It just sounds so cool. That hook, the way that they mess with their vocal tones a bit, and it just makes it so catchy to me. I don't know what they're doing with their voice, but it's so catchy. Number 9, we got some J-Park. Now, I just want to make this clear. I am a much bigger fan of the K-hip-hop J-Park than the K-R&B J-Park. And this is the K-R&B J-Park, but hey, I'm a huge fan of R&B right now. So this kind of hits for me, especially featuring Natty, who I think excels in R&B. And the song Taxi Blur kind of did it for me. I think Natty was just this perfect feature in terms of her popularity right now, blowing up a Kiss of Life for J-Park to feature her, but also her voice and tone and everything blends really well. It's kind of a generic R&B song if you ask me, but I ended up listening to it. I enjoy it. Okay, here's my monthly gist entry. Just released another new song, this one with Toil and in May. It's an OST, and yeah, it's not my favorite Gist song in the world, but it's Gist. I'm in love with Gist. I love his voice. It's just everything he does musically. 90% of it I love and adore. So yeah, I ended up loving this, but it's not my favorite Gist song in the world, but you know, obviously it makes a list because Gist is my favorite Korean artist in general still to this day. We're sticking with 3 soloists in a row as we get to Ibara and her song Flower. This one is much slower and more chill. She just has such a unique voice, and I really love her voice. As long as there's a little catchy part in there, I'm gonna listen to an Ibara song, and Flower did it for me. I enjoyed Flower. So what? It's a slow, and some of you might think it's boring. I don't care. I enjoyed it. It's my list. Haha. I don't know why I'm attacking you guys, right? You guys didn't do anything. Let's go to number 6.
Baby, I'm a weirdo. I know.
aespa Prologue. Oh my god, aespa would be one of my favorite groups if this was their like actual sound. Like there's 1 or 2 tracks each album that sound like Prologue, and I adore them. But if this was like their actual like sound of aespa where they sang like this for their hooks, they would be one of my favorite groups ever. I wish they did this more. But yeah, Prologue, my favorite, and really the only one I playlisted on the album, and it was really, really good. I ended up loving Prologue. Great song from aespa. And we move into the halfway point with that song by Chen, which features 2 K-hip-hop, K-R&B people, Hound and B.O. And the song's called Playlist. Just solid Chen song. Chen pulling out the great vocals. I think Hound and B.O. are amazing features for this song. I wish this was the title track because I wasn't a huge fan of the other songs on the album, but Playlist did it for me. Playlist hit, and by far my favorite on the album, and a song I ended up listening to a bunch.
Gotta work, gotta make that money, make purse. Gotta focus, so I make it purr.
Oh, we got the newest to come out here, ateez Work. This is my favorite ateez title track since Bouncy, and I would say it's top 3 in my ateez title tracks. Bouncy, Gorilla, and this are probably my top 3, with Halazia being number 4 or 5 or something like that. The lyrics took some getting used to. I'm not a huge fan of the gotta work, gotta make that money, get purse. Like, I'm just like, okay, but I love the vibe, I love the sound, and I just got over the lyrics. F it.
And don't you know how sweet it tastes? Yeah, don't you know how sweet it tastes?
Top 3, people might be mad at me. I like newjeans, okay? Yeah, remember that post I mentioned at the start? Yeah, apparently a lot of people can't stand to listen to newjeans. I like some of their music. Sue me. How Sweet would have been one of my songs of the year if it was like a minute and a half shorter. Like, hot take, if this was under 3 minutes, it would have been one of my favorite songs of the year, but the fact that it went on so long, It did not need a third hook and a bridge. It was way too long, but I loved it enough that it's still number 3. I just, it would have been like one of my Song of the Year contenders if it was just like a minute and a half shorter. Number 2, we got Extraordinary Heroes, Little Things, their title track. Now, I wanted to put like, what was it, Dreaming Girl on here? I think that's the song. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but the more chill B-side that they did release last month. Like, I wanted to put that on here. I didn't know if it would count, but Little Things also just hits really well. The lead guitar in this band is so underappreciated. Anytime the lead guitar gets the fronts of the sound, I love it from Extraordinary Heroes. But when they do the generic just like riffs in the hook, I'm so bored. That lead guitar is by far, I always forget his name, but he's my favorite member. He is the one I listen for, and he is the one I look for in Extraordinary Heroes. I love it. But yeah, this gives me like My Chemical Romance mixed with like a little bit of like Fall Out Boy maybe? And number 1, we got some K-R&B, Laban. I know most of you don't know her, but oh, did you not hear that? Did you not hear that? I don't know. I think it's catchy as hell. I could do without the rap in here. There's a lot of auto-tune, not a lot, but there's a part that has like auto-tuney rap from someone I don't know, Chu Sojun. I'm not sure. I'm too familiar with them, but I could have done without that in the song. But I think Laban just serves so well in here. I'm very, very happy with this, but that's gonna do it. That's my top 10. Highly recommend checking out Laban and her new song Up. It was really good in my opinion. But again, let me know what you guys like down in the comments below, and scrolling on the screen right now is all of my amazing patrons that I totally underserved this past month, but hey, we're gonna make it up in June, or I'm gonna try to. But yeah, if you want to support me, because I don't really make any money from the YouTube channel, and want to keep me making videos as my hobby and everything, please come check out our Patreon. You get a little bit of bonuses here and there, and I would really much appreciate your support. If you want to support me without spending money, and you don't have the means to like join Patreon, just come join our Discord if you haven't already, and just watch the videos, subscribe, like. I appreciate all of it so much. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me, guys. I very much appreciate it. I will see you all in the next video, and have a wonderful June as we move into that month.